Welcome, friends, one and all, to this darkest night of all nights. Before you enter the door, let me introduce myself. I am Orbias, the priest here. I tend the graves you see around you. Years have passed, and all the other priests are gone. All but me. Welcome, as I say, to this humblest of places. It is cold on this night, so I bid you welcome, and I shall offer you what humble means I have to make this night a bit less frightful than it may seem. But mind the gravestones as you walk by. Mind them well. To desecrate but one shall damn your soul. And I would not want anyone, least of all my guests, to be damned on account of a careless, clumsy act. So take your children by the hand, or perhaps even your girlfriends. And you wee ones, mind your parents, or you shall have me to mind. But come hither, enter the gateway. Follow my light. Mind the stones, as I said. Mind them. Oh, do not be afraid. My warning is merely that. Ask me anything, and I shall tell you all that I know. I am here to entertain you on this darkest night, above us, around us, in between all of us. It is said the night exists everywhere. Many believe the day exists only to drive back the night. I myself am not certain of either position, but I understand. And I would be no sufficient host if I did not attempt to even alleviate some of the fear you may or may not have. But come this way. Come hither. Follow my light, as I said, and you shall not touch one gravestone. But should you fall prey to your own sensibilities and forget to mind my lamp, you may touch one of the stones with a foot, and that would be very bad. Very bad indeed. Yes. See here one such stone. Permit me to tell you a story about this particular grave marker. It is occupied by one such of the undead, Count G.M. Danielson, as you can plainly see by the Gothic writing on the stone. Yes. You may be interested to know that among all the bodies here interred, he is the only Nosferatu here. The only one of our undead residents, or eternal tenants, as I like to say. Unlike all of our other residents, we leave no candle upon the stone. He is undead and needs no such remembrance. Indeed, he is remembered amply as he rises each night to feed. Oh, but fear not, friends. This is Halloween, and especially on this night, he does not feed. Oh, no. Oddly enough, this is the one night of the year he feeds not. Instead, he entertains you. So please, by all means, listen closely. You shall hear him periodically reading to you from the oldest of tales, as well as some of the new. but entertain you on this All Hallows Eve, making my duties that little bit easier. He has not arisen yet. Some of you may inquire as to why his stone is unmoved, why the earth nearby is undisturbed. Well, that is on account of his being yet unrisen. But do not worry. He shall come presently. In the meantime, follow me hither. Follow my lamp. Follow the path of light it casts before us, and I shall show you more of our residents or eternal tenants here. Here, friends, you can see the grave of one skeleton. It is the body of none less than Lizzie Borden. Those of you who may not recognize her name might remember her as the Massachusetts girl who murdered both her father and stepmother with an axe. Yes, friends, good Lizzie chopped them to bits. First the stepmother upstairs, and then her father while he lay reposed upon the settee after coming home from work. Was she arrested? Yes, she was. It wasn't as if she could hide the bodies, let alone the blood that they shed, or that she shed. None knows, for the court hearings did not find her guilty. Indeed, the courts acquitted her. But only the courts. She was unfortunately judged by her peers, who imposed perhaps the harshest of all sentences: social rejection, dismissal from all parties and activities, complete ostracism. She died very much alone, always seeking new friends, honoring them, those few that she had, those even fewer willing to cross the threshold of her door. Perhaps the most interesting thing about her is to whom she bequeathed most of her fortune in her will. A goodwill charity to those animals abused and neglected in her time. That should surprise none of us, for poor Lizzie was rejected roundly by most around her. I suppose it is sensible that in the face of all human rejection, one turns to the only other living entities around oneself. But you must all be thirsty, perhaps even a bit hungry. Come here, and I shall bring you to the refreshments table. Here be some beverages, plenty of candy for you little ones, or perhaps the little one in you. Refresh yourselves here, I beg of you. I must hasten to greet any newcomers to this graveyard of mine.